Got it. All right, guys, let's look at lesson 7, which is formula writing for covalent compounds. So, when you name a covalent compound, it's very easy. The less electronegative atom comes first. Then you're going to add prefixes to indicate the number of atoms, and you're going to omit mono if it's the prefix on the first element. You're going to write the symbol of the second element, and then write first syllable, of the second element, and then add IDE, just like you did for the ionic compounds. So let's look. If your subscript is a 1, you're going to write mono in front of the element's name. If it's a 2, you're going to write di. If it's a 3, it's tri. If it's 4, it's tetra. If it's 5, it's penta. 6 is hecta. 7 is hepta. 8 is octa. 9 is nona. And 10 is deca. So what does that look like? Let's look at this. We have CCl4. Well, in this case, there's one C, so it would be mono, but C is going to be the first one, so we're not going to write that. So it's going to be carbon. And then we have a 4 here, so it's saying 4 Cl's, and Cl is going to be chloride, so that's going to be tetrachloride. So carbon tetrachloride is going to be the name for this compound. Let's look at another example. We have N2O. The prefix for 2, saying 2 nitrogens, is going to be di-nitrogen. And then for this one, we have 1 oxygen, so it's going to be monoxide. So the whole formula for this is going to be di-nitrogen monoxide. Let's look at this. So SF6. So pause the video, try this on your own. When you're finished, unpause it so you can check your answer. Great, well, welcome back. So what did you come up with? You have 1 S, but remember, we don't write mono in front of the element when it's first. So that would be sulfur, and you have 6 F's. F stands for fluoride, so it would be hexafluoride. So you should have came up with sulfur hexafluoride for your answer. Let's look at another practice. We have N2S5. So what would be the name of this compound? We have 2 nitrogens, so it's going to be di-nitrogen, and we have 5 sulfurs, and the name for sulfur when we write it in a compound is sulfide. So we have di-nitrogen pentasulfide. So let's check your understanding. I want you to name H2O. Now, a lot of you are going to say that it's water, but I want you to name it as if it was a covalent compound, which it is. And we're going to look at this one tomorrow. Now, what if we're going the other way? What if I give you the name of the covalent compound and want you to write the formula? Well, these are super easy. So when you write covalent chemical formulas, the prefixes will tell you the number of atoms of each element. So, for example, if the formula name was dinitrogen pentoxide, you would need to know that di means 2, so we're saying 2 nitrogen, so it would be N2, and pentoxide would be O5. This should be an O. That's a typo on my bad. Okay, so let's look at this. Carbon monoxide. We have carbons first. There's nothing in front of it, so that tells us that there's one of those. And mono means 1. Oxide is oxygen, so 1 oxygen. So CO is our formula. Now let's look at our practice problem. What if I asked you to write the formula for carbon dioxide? Pause the video, and when you're finished, you can unpause it to check your answer. Welcome back. So let's look at this. We don't have a prefix in front of this, so we're going to assume that that means that it's a 1. So it'll be 1 carbon. Di means 2. Oxygen is O, so CO2 is the formula for the name of carbon dioxide. Let's look at another practice. We have phosphorus trihydride. Pause the video, try this on your own, and when you're finished, unpause the video to check your answer. Great, well, welcome back. What did you come up with? So we have phosphorus, which is going to be P. There's no prefix in front of it, so that means that there's only 1 phosphorus. We have tri next, which means 3, and hydride is the ion name for hydrogen. So pH3 is going to be our answer for this. Phosphorus trihydride, pH3 is our formula. So let's check your understanding. What if I asked you to write the formula for dinitrogen trioxide? We'll check this one in class tomorrow.